Hello, guys. I'm Tuyo. I'm sexy, and I'm cold, and I live in Wisconsin.
Yeah, so we're here to talk about Cyberpunk 2077, one of the most anticipated titles of this year, definitely with their over 9 million sales, I think, and counting, and so far with the pre-orders. Don't know about the actual sales yet. I think it's about 9 million or 10 million or so, so it's extremely well-selling game, one of the most hyped games, definitely, of this year, to end off this year with a bang, and certainly this game is ending this year with a bang.
They sold
definitely
13. They sold 13 million copies already,
13 million copies already.
and
That's
that was
amazing.
5 days ago.
And that's in 5 days. It's only been out barely 2 weeks, and it's already selling that much. It's amazing. The game is definitely not without its issues, and it's definitely one of the great games, examples of like how well the writing is and the storytelling and the pace is pretty good in my opinion. But the game's issues has just been what has been covering the news lately. The issues include the bugginess, for example, like on PC, the performance issues, and definitely one of the stronger arguments about like how bad the game is like on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, where the game has been absolutely garbage. There's been reports of how like on the PS4 and the Xbox One it runs about 15 FPS, which is absolutely horrible. It's unplayable. The bugs are like absolutely everywhere. It's just like cars phasing in and out, or just like things not loading at all. It's just really unenjoyable kind of experience.
Didn't they like pre-release the game immaturely? That's what I heard.
They were rushed, in my opinion. They did not have enough time to finish the whole game.
They should have took their time.
They should have took their time. It's just, I think it was like bad management, because the game had been delayed about 4 times. They delayed it back in April, and then they were going to have like a September release, I think it was.
Look, I don't want another Star Wars freaking like Disney, what they did. Rush the god dang freaking story, and then you get this poop, this trash. So take your god blip in the mind, man. Take your time. Make a game.
I mean,
it's art.
Just like,
it's not Michael.
Yeah.
It's not trying to get every penny out of a freaking small child. You gotta love that child, man.
Yeah, but you gotta think of how
you gotta touch
people.
him.
The management wants to make money, okay? So CD Projekt Red is a public, like they have stocks, right? So they have investors. So the investors want to make money. They want to push the game out so they can make more money. And another thing with the stocks has been absolutely detrimental to CD Projekt Red. The stocks have fell about 30% since a game launch, and I think it's gone even further. The stocks were at about $32, and then it dropped down $20 right after the release, after the bugs and after like how bad the consoles were. It's just absolutely detrimental to the company. To lose that much money from the stockholders is insane. It's just absolutely insane how bad that they've been getting.
Do you know exactly the date of Cyberpunk that was released?
The date was on September 10th around the whole world, then September 9th, or not September, excuse me, December 10th and December 9th, about like when, like, because they had a midnight launch in Poland. Or no, it wasn't midnight, it was 1 a.m. and then they just kind of, every other time zone was the same.
Well, I'm looking at the stocks, and they're basically on December 4th, it was at $31, and then it just tanked all the way down to $18.
It went down.
See, this is why you don't. This is why you don't rush a game. If you rush a game, goodbye.
You gotta meet deadlines, right? Because there's deadlines there for a reason. Because you can't just be having things in development hell for the how many years, because the game has been in development technically for about 8 years now, and they've been taking so long about it. Like, they didn't really start developing the game until after The Witcher 3, which was CD Projekt Red's last game. And that was about 6 years ago, I want to say about 5 or 6 years ago that they started really developing Cyberpunk 2077. So they definitely had ample enough time to be able to get all of this stuff taken care of.
I mean, like, I really want to see what the developer's screen looked like at the time when they were developing. I mean, like, seriously, I mean, a guy gotta be sitting there and say, are we seriously gonna just push this out? I mean, like, dude, I don't give a crap. I mean, I'm getting paid, but kind of would like, a bonus once in a while. I mean, these bastards these poor guys don't get paid as much as you guys think. No. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's just a shame because I feel like the developers have gotten shafted by the whole thing. It's just like the executives that they want to push out the game so they can make money, they can get their bonuses, whatever. The developers are actually really, really mad about how this game has been handled. Just like the poor management and just like how they lied about the console's performance, basically, because the developers have been quoted saying it runs surprisingly well on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which is, it's a lot of crap because like people don't know how bad the game actually was, because back before the December 9th or December 10th release date, they had review copies, and the reviewers were only allowed to review the PC version. The PC version, albeit it has its issues, but it's not nearly as bad as the consoles. So they were hiding the console's performance, and then when everybody was ready on December 10th for the release of the game and all excited for it, and then it just runs like hot garbage. It's just so disappointing, in my opinion.
It's just sad. It's like seeing artwork just like rubbed on some rich dude's behind and say, "This is art now." And the guy that actually did the art is like,
It's just a sad reality of
it's just like they don't have any voices. Really. I mean, like, my God, what is going on with you guys?
Yeah, it's just a terrible things like that. The game was rushed.
I'd rather wait about 3 more years for this game to come out, to have multiplayer, co-op basically, or a multiplayer world.
Yeah, they are working on that.
And having a campaign that's actually good and fixed and all the bugs and everything. I'd rather wait 3 more years.
It's just you can't. Nothing's going to be perfect. Nothing is going to be perfect. Nothing can prepare for this, because this game basically wasn't built for current gen or the last gen consoles like the PS4 or the Xbox One. So it wasn't built for this game. This game came out, or they first started developing it right in its infancy, the infancy of I can't speak. Just right in the baby days of the Xbox One, and then the PlayStation 4. They started developing this game. That was about 7 years ago, about 8 years ago now. So yeah, this game was just it started development then, but then when they released it, it just simply, the consoles were like an afterthought, that they weren't built for this. They were built for the next gen. So it just doesn't run well.
It's kind of sad, though. It's kind of sad seeing it.
Yeah, it's definitely sad. And then to bring us to another topic, there was many removed features from the game, like wall running was a removed feature, or to be able to travel the trains and everything, and instead of just fast travel. Just there's many things that they had to cut from the game because they had to rush it out the door to be able to meet the deadlines. And you could see that a lot of content is rushed in the game, and then just the bugs that we just have to deal with, that they're still trying to fix throughout right now, that they've just been trying to have hot fixes for in the game.
Dude, you have Grand Theft Auto you have to worry about.
Yeah, definitely. You have an open world game like this, and people are comparing it to things like Grand Theft Auto, and the Grand Theft Auto series has amazing AI, for example. The AI in Cyberpunk 2077 just isn't good at all. It's just the AI just makes no sense. The world as a whole looks super cool. The game looks absolutely amazing when you have it on max graphics in the PC, or if you can play it on an Xbox Series X or something like that. The game looks great, but the world is just just empty, in my opinion. Like, you see cars running around and you see like the people walking around, but they don't react to anything you do whatsoever. And like, you talk to them and they only have one line, and the line makes no sense whatsoever. And for example, if you like pull in front of them on like a sidewalk with your vehicle, they look at your vehicle and then they turn back around like, well, my plans are canceled. I can't go on along with my day. You know, they don't try to go around the car or anything. So it's just the AI is not there. Like, they didn't program any AI whatsoever in the game, for like the NPCs or anything. So it doesn't feel alive, if that makes sense, in the world.
Yeah. I mean, I played it. I didn't play it. Oh, what part? I only got up to where he was planning on meeting some chick in a parade.
Yeah, like the Judy, probably, I think.
Yeah.
You're up to...
No.
Yes,
I passed her. I got her safe. She's fine. She's breathing. She's alive. I don't know why she was even captured in the first place. Probably don't remember anyways. Moving on. Basically... it wasn't. I mean, I only seen like graphics issues.
Just like the bugs with the graphical issues and whatnot.
Yeah, it seems like the textures are a little bit off. The glare. See, I have ray tracing on too. So.
Oh yeah, I don't even see that because I have like a 10 series card, so I can't exactly
so I have
see
like,
that.
Getting ray tracing on and everything max, completely max. I mean, if I wanted to, if I go on my TV, I could do 4K gaming, which I'm actually going to try, but only 60 hertz. But
right.
But I only seen graphical issues, but to be honest, it's not too bad with the when I was like in a tunnel, driving down in a tunnel, and you see the water and stuff, and then like how the water is like reflecting the light and stuff like that. It's actually pretty nice, but the NPCs are basically dull. I like how there's a lot of them though.
There is a lot, but there's just like, it doesn't mean anything if they're just like don't react to anything you do. Like, for example, what comes to mind in like Grand Theft Auto, if you played Grand Theft Auto 5, or if you played Grand Theft Auto 4 or San Andreas, if you pointed a gun at them, they would react. You know, like, you're pointing a gun at them, they would be like, oh my goodness, this person is pointing a gun at me, I'm gonna like freaking like run away or do something. But the NPCs in Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't do anything. They don't do anything. They just kind of walk you by, or they're like, oh, you're pointing a gun at me, and then they just keep their hands up and stand there. And like, they're not afraid. I mean, they're like afraid kind of, but it's like they don't do anything about it. I like the AI in the Grand Theft Auto series a lot, because they actually react to what you're doing, or if you punch one of them, they'll fight back.
Well, they had until like 1999 when they were building their games. Maybe a little earlier.
They had so much experience.
They had a lot of experience to deal with AI. I think around Grand Theft Auto 3 that they start doing some real crap with the AI. But
definitely.
To be honest, I think the game could have been a real huge hit if they would have done better.
We're not saying it's not a huge hit. It definitely is a huge hit. It's just that there's so many glaring issues with the game that's really unfortunate, to be honest. Because for me, I was super, super excited for this game, and then waiting for so long for this game. And then when you get to play it, it's a fun game. Don't get me wrong about that. It's just that it has so many different issues that just makes it feel like the replayability, well, past that, once you get the multiple endings, after that, just like when you explore the world, is just dead. And the whole appeal of this game is just the cyberpunk theme. And then when nothing reacts to what you do in the world, it just kind of feels, useless. Like you're not doing anything in this world, which is really sad.
Yeah, I'm on it right now. I mean, graphics. I'm more all about the graphics than, because I can't really blame too much on them on how the AIs work. Because I mean, I don't know if they have. I mean, I never played any other games that they had, so I don't know what kind of experience they have with AI or anything like that. It's not all about experience. It's just like, I don't know. It's just
Yeah, I see what you mean. But yeah, and then there's like one more big issue I want to say is that the cop AI is just terrible. Like it like you can do anything. Like you shoot an NPC, like just a random bystander, or you run over somebody, and then the AI just like the cop AI just teleports behind you. Omae shinderu, and then you just die. You just die.
I just like how they don't back you up when
they don't chase you. They don't chase you. You drive down the street a couple of blocks, you're done. Like
I know.
And they're just like instantly there. Like if you're on the ground.
What is that one ship that came by and just mowed down these 3 other dudes?
Max Tac in the prologue, I think. Max Tac is like the elite police officers. They like would mow you down. Like if you got like a 5-star rating in Cyberpunk, like you ran over enough NPCs and stuff, then they would come after you and you would instantly blow up. It's just a really lazy kind of cop AI, because like when you come from a game like Grand Theft Auto, the cops would take a while to come to you. They're not just instantly teleport to you. Like they'll teleport around the block or something, and then they come to you. So it's not immediately that they come to you, and you have to freaking run away. And they'll just like instantly teleport to you, and they would have like a cop chase, where they'd be following you, and they'd be like, oh, pull over or something like that, or they'd shoot at you. So it's really cool, really fun kind of cop. Like run away from the cops and everything. But in the Cyberpunk, it's just like they teleport to you or whatever, and then they try to kill you. But like if you get in the car, God forbid, they cannot drive cars, so you go down the block and then it's done. And then there's nothing there. There's no excitement.
The only issue that I have is like there's this really nice car that I really like, and you can't do like Grand Theft Auto ways where you could just steal it, save it, and keep it.
Yeah, you can't save any of the cars in the game.
That's so dumb.
Anything you steal, you can't take, because, for example, like I would like the Tiger Claws car. The Tiger Claws will have the really cool neon kind of cars with like the Quadra. Mm-hmm. That they have really cool cars, and you can't keep them. Which is really sad.
They should have really like done things like what Grand Theft Auto done, like customized vehicles, your character, things like that. If they would have done that and put multiplayer on it, my god.
Oh yeah, just things like that. Just get under my skin. I don't know about you, buddy, but yeah, this is like little things like that, just annoying, which is really sad. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents about the game. It's just a couple issues that they can definitely fix in the future, which I hope they do.
Yeah. And like a shotgun to the face apparently doesn't really kill anyone.
It's an RPG.
Dude, right in the blank face.
Yeah, it's an RPG. In the lower levels, it's you're pretty underpowered, but once you start getting the skills and whatnot, you would one-shot everything. It's absolutely insane. That's just the RPG nature. It's not necessarily bad with Cyberpunk 2077, but it could. Maybe a little bit tweaks here and there, but yeah, that's an RPG. It's not Grand Theft Auto by any means. It's just the only way that we're comparing it to Grand Theft Auto is just the AI, just like the people, the pedestrians and whatnot.
I had this one mission when I was going to meet that Japanese dude, and I had a car, and the guy came out of nowhere, driving through my car and slinging it into the water.
Was it just like a glitch or something that happened in the game?
Yeah. It was.
Wow.
It was like no. It was like okay. I parked my car, and the entrance where the guy was coming from, I had my car right in front of the entrance. So I was like, I thought it would automatically do a cutscene where it'll like park it somewhere else, so it's not in the way and it won't do this kind of glitch. But he went right through it, and my game lagged so bad it threw the freaking car into the water, and I just hear it goes, and I was like,
"What the heck happened to my car?
That's my car. I need one."
Yeah, there's just no idea what's going on with those games, but yeah. that's just my 2 cents about the game. Definitely can use improvements, but yeah. Anything else you'd like to add about the game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and yeah, we'll catch you later on the flip side.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.